Hi, and welcome to my walkthrough of my past 48 hours and how many times I found myself having to authenticate myself to others. Here we go. Hope you enjoy. Starting off is I have to use my ID card every time I order to Pingo to pick up food. I have to bring it up to the counter, to which they have to check and see whether I am who I say I am so that I can pick up my food. Next is me also having to use my ID card to swipe in anytime I use a school facility like the gym. They have to make sure I go here in order to make sure that I am not some random person trying to use a Syracuse University gym. Next, on where I live, which is South Campus, I have to authenticate myself throughout. Once it's past 8 p.m., I have to authenticate myself because they don't let anyone who doesn't live there in after 8 p.m. So you have to swipe, and then boom, you're allowed in.
Yeah, I mean, I've had problems with.
And then I found myself going to Blackboard. I probably go here in the past 48 hours. I counted up to 17 times. This because I'm constantly going to my classes and checking my syllabuses, making sure I'm up to date on my work. Also, if I took a test or homework recently, I'm always neurotic about checking the grades and whether they were posted because I'm always wanting to be up to date with my academics. Then next, I constantly find myself authenticating myself on a website called MySlice. On this website, I constantly find myself checking my student account, whether I owe money. I went on to check my enrollment date, and then I also go on to search classes because April 12th is the beginning of my enrollment date. And I counted myself going here 9 times in 48 hours, which is about what I expected. I go to Blackboard much more frequently than MySlice. This is the Twitter login page. My phone said I spent 2 hours and 12 minutes on Twitter in the past 48 hours, which I completely believe because I'm constantly switching back to Twitter and refreshing to see if there's any new sports updates or if there's any funny tweets out there. Twitter's my favorite website because it's just constantly reading new information. I probably spend more time here than any other app. Next application I found myself authenticating myself on was Snapchat. It said I went there 25 times in 2 days. It seems about right. I don't really use Snapchat too much. I go on there to check stories. It said an hour I spent on Snapchat. The next app that I find myself authenticating myself on is our school email, Outlook. I'm constantly getting emails and having to go to this app on my phone. I counted myself using it 12 times in 2 days, which seems about right. Probably get a couple emails a day that I open up the app. My phone says I only used it for 30 minutes in 2 days. Instagram. This is the app I found myself authenticating myself on next. My phone said I spent 2 hours and 44 minutes in 2 days on Instagram. Just like Twitter, I'm constantly refreshing, looking at new photos and new content.